Oh, it's crunch time. But I wanted to sit for a second so this part was on YouTube, because otherwise folks watching on YouTube wouldn't know that there's animation on the title now.
Now, it's new.
It's new. It's neat. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I saw whenever I went live, folks were like, "What?" And then there were a bunch of people that were questioning their sanity. Like, did it always do that? It's always done that, right? No, it's new. It's new. I was looking through the breakfast moments that Dan sent me like a month ago. By the way, that's going to be after the stream at 10:15. So in like 75 minutes, 74 minutes. So we'll have a rather short breakfast stream because we'll be doing a premiere on YouTube. Anyway, I watched the moments and I was like, oh, this is great. And I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if there was something at the beginning. So I had started to type up to Dan. I was like, Dan, could you do a motion intro? And I was like, I want it to do this, and then I want it to do this. And as I was typing it up, I was like, I can do this. Like, motion graphics aren't, like, my thing.
That's a Dan thing.
It's a Dan thing. It's also literally what Dan went to college for. And he does a lot of really cool motion graphic stuff. He did the motion graphics for fan favorites.
Yeah.
With the little fan favorites thing, it spins and all that. But I was like, wait. I was like, I think I can do this. So I sent Dan a message. I was like, hey, never mind. I was like, I think this is in my wheelhouse. I think I can do this one. So then I made it. And it's how I envisioned it. And it was just the level of, like, things that I could handle. But it was fun. It was fun. Thomas says, Dan made this? I made this. I mean, Dan didn't make it. I made it. Could Dan have made it? Yes. Probably faster.
Yeah.
And probably with slightly better results. One of the
Cleaner?
things... Well, yeah, because Final Cut doesn't have very good tools for easing. Like, that's clearly a thing that I should have used motion for. And, I don't have a lot of experience with motion, so I was like, I'll do it in Final Cut. And, like, there's no numeric controls for easing. There's just these little things that you grab. So I had to play with it a million times before I was like, yeah, it looks fine. But if Dan would have done it in Final Cut, he could have just been like... Anyway, I'm happy with it, and it's something that we can, use. Because I made it for the breakfast stream moments video.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, I'll just throw it up here. Anyway, now you know. Anyway, hi.
You have toast.
I do have toast.
Try it. Because I'm jealous.
Why didn't you get some?
Because I didn't think about it till after I opened my yogurt.
You made this for me.
I know, but I already had yogurt open.
Oh, so you opened your yogurt and then...
Tried to figure out what you could have for breakfast, and...
Yeah, I was upstairs getting things ready, and Matt was like, do you want a piece of toast? And I was like, sure. And this is one of the last pieces of bread. This is the multi-grain bread, so this is homemade. We've been using it for sandwiches, and it's really good for sandwiches. I mean, like... It'll sound corny to say this, but it elevates the sandwich experience. But it's true. It has a lot of, like, really good flavor.
Renee says, I'm glad to see that you have a normal-sized slice of bread and not a hunk. That's because I cut it.
That's rude but true. Rude but true. Yeah, this is good. This goes good with jam. It's a little floppy.
Yeah.
And it is toasted. I guess I could have toasted it again.
Yeah, probably needed more toasting.
But it tastes good.
There's still a little bit left. I could make my own later.
Okay. You can do that.
We're out of creamer and milk, so I don't have any in my coffee.
Oh, it's not. Well, you're not drinking black. It's probably
There's a
sugar.
scoop of sugar, yeah.
But isn't it good?
No.
What's interesting to me is that it wasn't so bad that you just didn't have coffee, though. You still chose to have
I skipped
coffee.
coffee yesterday.
Also, you
and
put coffee in the tea mug?
Yeah. I regretted not having coffee all day because I had a headache all day.
Coffee in the tea mug is illegal. That's
Well, I'll pour it in here, and then this will be mine, and yours will be empty.
you've broken the sacred rule. So since Tuesday,
Yeah.
we did we recorded January and February mail. So if folks sent stuff in January, February, we opened it. We actually have not cleaned up the room. I haven't heard this in forever. Oh wait, that's not the curse
No,
one, is
that's
it?
not.
That's the normal one. They sound so similar in my head. So similar in my head. Anyway, we're surrounded by mail. We haven't had a chance to clean it up. So it's just like all around. We had to move it so it wasn't like on screen, but off screen, it's just there's mail everywhere. The 1400 bits from Pickletron says, I do not recommend toasting things again unless you want black toast, which is worse than Mal's opinion on black coffee. I mean, I think I had a few more steps, a few more cycles before I got to burnt toast. This bread is real good, but it's real floppy. Even when we made...
That's the color it is before toasting.
Yeah. Even before we... even when we were making sandwiches with it, we actually toasted it because it just has no...
Stability.
Yeah. Like, you have to toast it to get it to, like, normal bread. Which definitely means I probably should have double toasted it. But it's good bread. It's really good bread. It's just that it's a floppy bread. But that's okay. We're all a little bit floppy sometimes. And that's alright. Anyway.
When we were doing mail, there was something that had been packaged in tissue paper. So we threw it behind the couch as we opened it, and Kepler decided it was a great spot for him.
He kind of rooted around
Yeah.
a little bit while we were doing the videos. It's fine. It's fine. He had a good time, and that's all that matters. As long as our little son had fun, I'm fine with it. He wasn't really chewing stuff.
No.
He just liked to roll around in the
noise of it.
in the tissue paper.
I posted that picture on Instagram.
Okay. Sorry, I'm almost done with this bread.
Coffee.
Did we see Tom's new dog, Manatee? Yeah. Tom was talking to us a week ago, 2 weeks ago? Mm-hmm. And we were talking about name ideas. Because he actually had a few, but Manatee was one, and that was the one that I think he was leaning towards. Mm-hmm. And I liked that one a lot, because then the dog can also be named, I mean, yeah, Manatee, but then also Manny, which I think is a good dog name. Manny. And then also, if the dog gets into something, you can be like, "Aw, man," and it's still technically correct. Even shorter version of the name. So, dog is super cute. I'm happy for Tom too, because like, that's just, having a pet is such a joy. So having the dog around is going to be really exciting for him. It's probably going to be a little exhausting because it's a puppy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. That's fine. He's going to have fun.
Yeah. Puppies are fun. They are just...
This is cursed.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't.
I thought it wasn't.
No,
But you were singing along, so maybe I just couldn't hear it.
No, it's cursed.
That was cursed.
No,
yes.
the older one was the other one was cursed.
I
too.
know, but you were singing, so I probably couldn't hear it.
Even though I was singing the cursed version.
Yeah, I could only hear your singing.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that the 1400 is the cursed, and the 1500 is the not. I knew it. Sorry, we'd solved this mystery. This was a mystery that needed solved. It's been a long time. Those are actually some of the earliest. I think those are some of the earliest alerts we had on Breakfast Stream. And that, yeah, it solves the mystery. I can't remember all of these. Did you know Breakfast Stream's been around a long time?
Uh-huh.
Like,
a while.
a sizable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
September 2018. So what is that?
I don't know, but you said someone...
Oh, God. Wait.
The other day you said the person that has the first sub just subbed again, and it was like 32 months? 31 months?
Yeah, 31, 32. 32, 31. It was Mac, but now I don't... 31. 31 sounds right. Yeah, 31. It's fine. So I was trying to do the...
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
There, that's what I was trying to do.
We all know.
The trill.
We all know.
Is this music just shouting?
Are they shouting Trogdor?
It's a live... It's at the end. I was going to say, it sounds like it's a live thing. Anyway, Curse Toast from Padawan Becca, immediately followed by Pickletron's 1500 bits, the good one for comparison, and then back to 1400 from Aldo says, it's time for America's favorite game show. Is it cursed? It is cursed. It is cursed. Also, I would watch a game show called Is It Cursed? That sounds stupendous. Stupendous. I ate my bread.
I know.
I ate my bread. I'm going to start working through alerts, though, because
fine. I have yogurt.
we are going to... 16! When you actually let that play out, you can kind of hear the repeat, like where it loops, because it's not actually that long. But you probably knew that. You probably knew that. That's from Mr. Game Boy, just to get some of the other alerts as well. Thank you, Mr. Game Boy. Just it's a reminder of like. So don't do the trill. Line Rider. Did someone say cursed toast? I mean, yes, actually. A few times. I Breakfast Stream has been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Relatively long time. It feels longer, I think, because we've done it twice a week, you know, just extremely consistently. So even though it's only been around 2.5 years, it feels like it's been around for a long, long time because it's such a part of our weekly lives.
Coffee.
You should start reading alerts.
Didn't know I married Chaz. 28
I'm
months.
just thinking, It's 9:15 already.
28 months from Not a Masochist. It's true. I do have to get through these by like 10. I get it. By 10, I really need to... I need the alerts to be done. 15 months from Rackbell316. This is 15. Happy birthday to anyone and everyone who has or will celebrate a birthday this year. Hope they're all great as they can be, given the world we are still living in.
Breakfast.
That covers everybody. Happy birthday to everybody. Hey, Los Vagabonds is today. Happy birthday. Generally, we usually have at least like one person that has a birthday when we do breakfast stream. Quill and the Stars gifted a sub to Finally Aiden Jones. 30 months from JCJX. That's a 2+. Yes. I had to do the math again. I was like, right? Yes, it is. 17 months from NG Ben. Unlike most subs on Breakfast Stream, the 17th sub is uncensored and may contain strong language and adult humor. Streamer discretion and all that jazz. You know we've done like 200 plus episodes of Stephen and Friends, and that intro is only in like 10 of them or something. It's a very small number. It might be in some of the early GTAs. Maybe. Some of the GTA Onlines. I'm not sure. But it's really not in that many. I'm pretty sure. Now I want to know the exact number. I'll find out later. Anyway, my point is, it's in an exceedingly small amount compared to the whole thing. I promise.
And it's getting less as we make more.
Yes, unless we brought it back. We could bring it back. 23 months from Spark Strike 13. 23 months. I'm too tired to think of anything witty, so I'll just say I hope your morning is going well, grandparents. It's well timed to laugh. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was like when I woke up and I came upstairs, I was reminded that I hadn't cleaned up mail. But then I moved it.
Then you did.
And it was fine.
It's mostly cleaned up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. 31 months from Cobalt Custard. Morning, grandparents. Can't think of much to say this morning, so I'll just compliment the snazzy new timer screen and hope that everyone has a good day today. Aw, I'm glad folks liked it. It was fun. It was fun to put together because it's not that's the sort of thing I don't normally do. Whenever I was watching people talk about it, Thomas was like, "Oh, this is fancy and neat," and then immediately was like, "I want it to do more things." And I was like, Jesus. I just got the one set up. Maybe at some point. Duh. Maybe at some point it can animate in like
Go around the screen.
new ways. Oh my goodness. What if I replicate the I was gonna say the DVD bounce thing where it just
Dedicate your life to entertaining me.
okay. Sure. No problem. 28 months from Incarnado95. Yay, 28 months. Can't wait for Best of Breakfast Stream 2020 moments. Hope everyone has a good day as well. Yeah, T-minus less than an hour before everyone has to leave Twitch and move over to YouTube. 22 months from Galactic Remix. Finally get to tune in live for the first time in a while. Hope everyone has a great day today. Good vibes. 10 months from Skaynork. 10 months. Also, the Breakfast Stream logo is animated. Fancy. Again, glad people liked that. I didn't make it for Breakfast Stream. I did it for the video.
Yeah.
It's just, I realized I could
use it
for
something else.
Another thing. 2 months from Chaos Shadow Zero. I don't usually subscribe on Twitch, but you guys have helped me, or helped keep me sane over the past year. Thanks for everything you do. Happy to help. Happy to help. This show keeps us grounded as well. So it's a mutual thing. We got a sub from Cool Burton 00. Welcome. 22 months from Big O Shen. Had a dream I was going back to PAX, so it's clearly time. I miss it so much. That's actually the next 2018 vlog I have to edit.
Yeah.
I've been trying to juggle all of the balls and keep them in the air long enough that I can work on that. Mm-hmm. But the meetup is the next thing to work on, and I should be working on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think. It doesn't mean it'll be out tomorrow, That would be cool, but I think tomorrow I'll be working on it. Yeah, this week ended up becoming favorites week, where I took care of fan favorites and then breakfast stream favorites. Brandon says, you get all the tweeted footage you needed. Yes, I have it all downloaded. I was actually surprised in the, years ago I had asked folks to send me footage of the event that they were at, and almost all of the footage links still worked. I think there was one person who had emailed me the footage, and it was a Google Drive link, and I had left the email unread in my inbox for 3 years. Because of course I did. That's just how I am. And I finally went to open the Google Drive links, and they did not exist. And I was like, okay.
Someone had asked if after PAX is Jepson's Goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, even though that person, I didn't get their footage, there was like 8 or 9 other people that gave me footage. So there's plenty of viewer footage, but there's the one person that emailed me the Google Drive link, it won't be in there because I have no way of accessing it. Jonathan says, an unread email for 3 years. Do you want to give me nightmares? Yeah, so I do email cleanup once a month.
That's about what I do.
I try to generally keep up with emails from week to week. I'm not great at it, but I try. And then once a month, which usually lines up with Patreon, because I put out the Patreon video, and then I deal with all the Patreon stuff at one time, responding to patrons on the video, and then also making sure any maintenance stuff is taken care of. And then I do that and simultaneously start working through any emails that I've missed. So once a month I
work about the same way.
Once a month I get the email back to 0.
I currently have...
it hasn't been 0. Hasn't been 0 because of that email. Mine hasn't been
0 either, because there's things that I just have not opened because it's something I need, so I keep it unread. I have 172 emails unread.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, Peggy is here to take the soul of that email. I gotta tell you though, if it did feel pretty good to mark that email as read finally.
Yeah.
Because it has sat in my inbox for 3 years, and I just haven't, touched it. And then finally I was like, oh, that's one less email in my inbox. Anyway, 2033 bits from Zeta Program says, Peggy's here in time for the premiere of breakfast stream. Peggy's got the cursed toast, a nice cup of tea and coffee, and a Kirby plush. Side note, how did y'all make the bread, and what recipe did y'all use?
It was a mix, kind of like you would buy cake mix, but for bread, and it was from King Arthur Baking. And just go to their site and search for multigrain bread mix.
Yeah, King Arthur flour multigrain bread mix is the flour we used.
And there's directions for bread machine, but also if you don't have one, you can still make it in the oven.
Yeah, I don't know the specific bread maker we have, but it's on a mail video. It was very graciously sent to us a few months ago. Something I would have never thought to have,
I think it's
bought one of them for us.
Cuisinart?
Yeah, I think it's a Cuisinart. And it's actually just great. It's great. Having bread is great. Really like bread.
I haven't done it without a mix yet. I want to try that.
Well, you're allowed.
I know. I'm gonna.
Okay. A Lost Vagabond gifted a sub to Melier. I think I got that right. Melier. 6 months from Macintosh PC. That's a double plus. 500 bits from Radio Dredge says, Thursday again, and I got paid, so I'm celebrating with bits. Hope you'll have a great day. Well, thank you. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. yesterday was a really good day. I know I have a million more alerts to read, but I wanted to say my dad got vaccinated yesterday, which is super, super exciting. He was the one, very specifically, I was
concerned about.
I was concerned about for a year, and I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God. But he got that jab, and he got Johnson & Johnson, so it's just one and done. He went home yesterday. We are actually the ones that took him to get the vaccine. And he got home yesterday, and he said he mostly just slept because he said he was really tired, and he said he had a little bit of a headache. And then this morning he said he woke up, he's like, I got some body aches. He's like, I forget how he worded it. He said it's better than the other thing, which I guess he's referring to death. And I'm like, true, can't argue that. So yeah, super excited for him. My mom's work schedule's been a little wild lately, so I don't know exactly when she'll be getting it, but probably within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
almost certainly. But we managed to snag him an appointment. There were only,
and it was a wild story about how I knew it was there.
We don't have time for the whole wild story, but Mal's really good at, like, I don't even know how she does it. She, like, can find out information, like, as soon as possible.
Well, I was curious to see what the South Carolina Department of Health website was saying about numbers and, like, how many have gone out. And they have a whole dashboard, and you can see how many the state got sent, how many they've used of each of the three, and, like, and it was interesting. And then I was like, oh, what's this button? And it was like, you can see each pharmacy what their supply numbers were.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, the pharmacy, like, over by Publix has Johnson & Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one that your parents, like, they had put their name on a list, and it was supposed to email them when they got them in stock, but obviously it never did that, because they had them in stock.
Yeah, that's the best part of the story, is that my parents were on a email list to get notified of the availability, and they didn't get emailed. Instead, Mal found out that they had it,
so I logged
and made the appointment.
I logged into my CDC VAMS account that I made, and it was like, yeah, they have them. You can make an appointment. So then we contacted Steven's parents, and we were like, hey, you should sign up. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. Obviously, your mileage may vary, but there is probably some level of, like, extra proactiveness that could assist you. Yeah, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to get all this set up. Anyway, Dad's vaccinated. I'm ecstatic. It is an objectively good week. I've been super excited.
We've had lots of appointments open, I've seen, for other vaccines, but we're not eligible
I
yet.
have got to keep reading alerts.
Keep going.
Thank you. 26 months from Laney Bears, who says, good news, my sister's thyroid cancer surgery went well. Bad news, some of the cancerous nodes went down into her lungs. We're hoping the radiation iodine will zap all that away, though. Good vibes.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the surgery went well. You know, there's good news and bad news, but having that big chunk of good news is, well, good. So we'll certainly send some good vibes away to try and counteract some of that bad news. Good vibes. We get 7 months from Line Rider. It says, now I'm having some troubles with a paper in a different class, which is fun. Also, our college tightened COVID guidelines, which is even more fun. Well, I hope that your paper goes well. And, you know, I hope everyone at college can stay safe. And, you know, the thing that I keep telling myself is that soon, a few months, we'll all be in a much better spot. So that's what I'm hopeful for. 300 Bits from Night Owl says, so I was on Team VOD Squad this week for Breath of the Wild, and hoo boy, what a stream. By 2 hours in, I was crying. I couldn't decide what made me laugh harder. All of the songs, Doug the bean-loving dog, or you, Mao, and the Lizalfos deciding to, yeet yourself off of things. Yahaha, yeet. Yeah, there's a very specific moment which was excellent, where we're on the bridge of Hylia, on Lake Hylia, and Mao goes to attack a Lizalfos, and it jumps backwards off of the bridge. It's just... whoo. Never even got to fight it. It just... whoosh. And we were like, oh... It
was really good.
Probably one of my favorite parts of the whole Let's Play so far. It was really fantastic. 800 bits from Padawan Becco says, roll the beans for Doug.
Roll the beans for Doug. Oh, wait, no, Thomas needed to do it because I didn't do it on Tuesday.
Thomas, can you roll the beans for Doug? Doug, the bean-loving dog. Bean-loving Doug is bean-loving dog.
Is Thomas still here?
If he's not, then they won't roll. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu, who says, so on Tuesday, I beat Xenoblade, and wow, the ending blew me away. What I found amusing, though, was the fact that the playtime clock was showing 153 hours, my favorite number. What a coincidence. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Because that is also your username.
Thomas did it.
Rolling around in some beans is the only thing Doug wants to do. Let the boy do it. Let him roll, roll, roll. I didn't know that was a folk song, but, you know, life comes at you fast.
Please write it. Please write a folk song about Doug the Bean-Loving Dog.
Listen, I've got so many other things to do.
I know, but it's such a good topic.
That is not a Chaz-approved
no,
project.
It's not.
Rolling around in the beans right now.
Seb said she'd do background.
Don't encourage this. Don't encourage this.
We get a banjo? You could do it with a banjo?
I don't know how to play a banjo.
Oh, you could figure it out. You can pick out music, like...
The solution is not...
You can just hear it and play
just
it.
Just buy a banjo. One day, though. I'm gonna get a banjo someday.
Sab says, I have a banjo currently. Well, then you can play guitar and sing, and Sab can do banjo. I'll get a washboard. And Thomas can get a bottle and make... Whoo, whoo.
There should really be a secret... Bottle should be a secret word alert, and it's just the voice clip of you going...
None of this is permitted.
30 bits from Throw Down.
First thing Jess says today.
Short breakfast stream. Mans, we gotta go fast on the math facts. The number 100 does not actually mean 100. It is derived from the Old Norse word hundredth, which actually means 120. Ah. Neat. So in Super Mario 64, you must collect 100 stars. Huh? Get it? Because it's 120. 31 months from Existential Joker. 31 months of toast and a sword that drinks. Watching my internet grandparents eat breakfast while chatting can be eye-opening, especially when I just woke up. Good morning. Rub the sleep out of your eyes. Pour yourself a cup of coffee or another hot beverage of choice. It's breakfast stream. 30 months from Scarflash. Morning, everyone. Morning, Scarflash. 10 months from Tegan Mouse. Woo, 10 months. Steven, we haven't been able to be on as much due to a lot of things going on. Nice to see your hair tied back. It kind of reminds me of when you were talking about your young professional look when you were moving. I mean, I think that this looks better
than just having it down.
Than having it down.
When we went to get our oil changed the other day, Steven had on red plaid flannel and had his hair back. And the other couple that was there, they were asking what we did. And sometimes it's hard to explain because especially like older folks who are talking about their grandchildren don't quite know what it is we do. So sometimes we just kind of push the truth a little bit. So I was like, oh, I'm an artist, I do paintings. And she goes, oh, people still, like, do that? I was like, yeah. And Steven's like, oh, I'm a filmmaker. And I looked over at him with his flannel plaid and his hair long and in a ponytail. And I'm like, yep, filmmaker.
It's not incorrect. It's not a lie.
See, we just push the truth a little bit.
We
don't fully explain it.
Listen, there's a lot of ways to nudge information in particular directions where it's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's just...
Sometimes I say I'm a painter, and people go, "Oh, do you paint like walls for people?" That's their first thought.
That happens a lot. Like almost always, people assume that Mal like paints houses.
Yeah.
And we're like, no. Like a painting, like art. And they're like, oh. It's, you know, it's a fun adventure. I always get to decide, you know, how much I want to talk about what I do based on how I respond. Because if I want to shut it down, I got a lot of different direction that I can go.
Yeah.
You know, if I say certain things, then I can.
Yeah.
I can end conversations. And let that sink in. 666 bits from Squid Baconator. I just want to see this alert again. Listening to this while I'm writing a script for my own albatross that I've had for years. I mean, hey, kill that albatross. I did it in 2020, and now that I've had that experience, I want everyone to have that experience. If you've had something that you've either like been putting off for a long time, or if you've had an idea for something that you've really wanted to do, I hope that 2021 is your year. That goes for everybody. Like, do it. You can do it. I did it, and it feels great.
Did you see what Thomas said?
No.
A little bit further. There.
Oh, yeah. Well...
Thomas told the barbecue lady.
Well, Thomas told lies. There was... There's nudging the truth, and then there's leaving the boundary of the truth. And then
that's what Thomas did.
And then starting to float into space, and me going, and Thomas just keeps going with this extravagant lie. And I'm like, I mean, Thomas was having fun. Bless him.
And then you had to play along.
Yeah, and then I was just stuck. Because I'm not going to throw Thomas under the bus, so I just have to be like, yeah. Yeah. And by the time we left there, that woman was absolutely convinced that I had edited the recent Transformers movie. And I'm like, great, now I can never go back to this restaurant. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas didn't care because he didn't live there. Just taking one restaurant away from me. 300 bits from Andrew in the Kitchen. Is it cursed? Clown edition. Thank you, Andrew. Thomas says, didn't it burn down? It actually did. Was it a result of that specific lie? We don't know. Maybe. 300 from Gold Mage. It's pre-Passover, which means basically spring cleaning on steroids. So I don't have time to ask, but what would you call a werewolf YouTuber? A like and subscribe. That's actually far more clever than it has any right to be. I actually liked that one. Mr. Gameboy with the 1150 bits. Also, I heard from Mal, but I'm glad you liked the mail I sent. I'll say no more, not to spoil everyone else. It was very sweet. It was very sweet. There was also more... There was more to it than I was even expecting. And I'm excited for folks to see it too. January mail will almost certainly be out early next week. And then February mail maybe late next week or possibly early the week after. I'll be giving the mail to Dan today.
Mm-hmm.
And he normally edits it pretty quick, so we'll see. 300 bits from Mr. Monkey 789. Thanks for all the good vibes last week. Both my foot surgery and cochlear implant surgery, cochlear, thank you, went better than both surgeons expected. Next week, they'll turn on the implant, and I'll hear in my right ear for the first time in over 5 years. Here's some good vibes for all, including the VOD squad. Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice. That is awesome. That's the sort. I mean, that's the sort of information that you want to hear too. Mm-hmm. You know, that you're done with the surgery and the surgeon's like, that went even better than we thought it would. Yeah. It's like, well, that's good. Because, like, the baseline is that went exactly as we thought it would. So going above that is like, that's perfect. Wonderful. Glad to hear that. 300 bits from Padawan Becca. Evil clown, maybe? It's more likely than you think. 31 months from StephenVlog. Fact time. Despite common belief, the North American spelling of aluminum came before the spelling of aluminium used elsewhere. It was first called the alumium, changed to aluminum, then finally changed it to aluminium to match other elements like barium. I did not know that. Also, I can't read aluminium and not see Joni Ives' face.
Yeah.
Like, just right here. Just... aluminium. I hope he's fine. I hope he's fine. 19 months from Bored Turtle. Thank you, Turtle. 30 bits from Padawan Becca. Can't forget, Mommy. 10 months from Grandson Brambo. Whoa, 10 is a big number. Let's get it to 100. I mean, I would like it to get to 100. I would like to get to the point where we've been streaming for that long.
Yeah.
30 months is 2.5 years. So 30 and 30 is 5 years. And then another 30 would be 7.5. And then 10 months would be 8 years, 4 months. Is that 100? 8 years, 4 months? So yeah, that's not impossible. That's not impossible. Yeah, and I had the math right. 8 years, 4 months. Cool. John's at 90?
Wow.
John's been doing this since before everyone was born. Everyone was like born, and John was like, I'm going to start
Aren't
streaming.
you Grandpa?
John has been doing it a long, long time. I think the funny thing is, like, we've had a Twitch account for a long time. Like, there's and this is actually really wild. When I was looking through photos of the cats to do the little Sagan montage in the fan favorites video, I was looking through old photos of when they were kittens, like the day that we got them, from September 2012. And on that, while I was looking through that, there's a picture of I don't know if it was the day of, but it was like the month that we got them. There's a picture of like Kepler sitting up next to
on my desk,
on Mal's desk, and pulled up is my Twitch account, and I'm streaming on Twitch.
I think we were doing something to practice for Extra Life.
We were.
Like audio and stuff.
Yeah. So like it was a weird moment because I saw that and I was like, holy crap. This was 2012. So like I've had a Twitch account for a long, long time. I just obviously haven't used it regularly at all, and we haven't been partner.
Yeah.
But since the beginning of Breakfast Stream, so yeah. But can we do another, what is it, 5 years? Yeah, we can do another 5 years. I hope so. 300 bits from Paint Chipper. Good morning. Been a while since I sent morning bits. Oh, well, morning, Paint Chipper. Hope your morning's going pretty good. 2 months from Cheese of Saves. Good morning, grandparents in chat. Ready for 2020 Breakfast Stream faves? I am. Have a great day. It's a good one. It's about a half hour. Maybe it's like slightly longer than half hour. Last year's was, I think, like 29 minutes, and this one's like 30 something minutes. It's good. I'm looking forward to reminding folks of all of the fun that we had on Breakfast Stream last year. 13 months from Juliet 27. Oh my God, it's the Baker's Dozen. How was coffee this morning? Well,
Not as good because I'm out of creamer.
I mean, now it's gone, but it was good. It was good. I just like starting with coffee. Every day. I don't think there's been a day in recent memory that I...
Yeah. Did you have coffee yesterday? I didn't.
Did I have a... No, I had coffee with, cake.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I don't know if I started the day with coffee yesterday, but I had coffee at some point in the middle of the day. It's fine. Let's see. 31 months at Tier 2. Gold Toast from Drek. Drek, hope you're doing well. Hope tax time hasn't been too difficult. Picotron with the 301 bits with George Beans. Star Rain. Thank you. 3 from Xenoblade Fanatic. Poured a coffee into my eyes, yeah? No, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. That seems
a mistake.
dangerous. I mean, I guess if you wait till it cools down, it might be alright. Drex says we don't talk about tax time. Fair. 500 bits from Toaster Wolf. Morning, grandparents. So I recently somehow managed to get a new graphics card, and holy crap, the difference is night and day. And I can safely say I used the vlog as the quality test. So far, so good. First off, congrats. And second off, they're real. They exist.
People can get them.
They exist. Oh, I'm excited for you. I'm still looking. I still, like, every day check the sites and refresh the things. Jeff says someone was able to buy a graphics card. That's how I feel. I've been looking every day for... I mean, not even all that long compared to some people now. I've been doing it for, like, 3 or 4 weeks. And, nothing. The other day I actually saw one for sale. And my brain briefly was like, oh! And then the other part of my brain was like, read the price. And I was like, oh. Whichever one's supposed to be $500, they had it for $1,800, and I was like, oh. But briefly, my brain saw that it was in stock. And I was like, oh, there's one in stock. And then my brain was like, it's not correctly priced. While I was talking about graphics card, 63 fills with the 5 milk bombs to Cork Key, Some More Dogs, 1010 Guy, Oblivion Gamer 27, and Pastel J. 63 fills, thank you. Appreciate it. 300 bits from CS Creations 19. Hello, grandparents. Hope you're well. Shout out to every person who has gifted me a sub. I'm at 1 year of gift subs. I love this community. Also, today's my birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And also, yeah, thank you to everyone who's not only given CS Creations gift subs, but just has given out gift subs, because this is not a rare story. There's so many people that they've hit huge milestones in subscriptions, and it's been gifts, and I love that. That's just a really cool... It's just a really cool thing. It's one of the reasons I love the community as well. 300 bits from Eli and Company. Morning, grandparents. So Mal, I need some advice. I'm working on some art to put into a gallery, but I have to get it approved by the owner. I'm a very socially awkward and anxious person. What would your advice be for presenting video game art to someone who isn't into video games?
I've never had my work in a gallery except my senior show, and I used photography for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't actually know the process of doing that.
Okay.
But...
I mean, my first thought is that video game art... I mean, a lot... Depending on what you're doing, I guess. But video game art can be extremely ambiguous.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be overtly gaming.
Yeah.
In fact, I would argue that a lot of Mal's work is not overtly video games. I think it's something that a lot of people can enjoy. There's been times that we've showed what Mal does to, you know, other people that we've run into, and they don't know that it's based on a video game. You know, like
you could also talk about fantasy as a genre.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of different ways you could go about it.
Yeah.
Even if you are making like overt video game art, I mean, I guess it depends on like the audience for the gallery, but like video games are mainstream. They really are. It's okay to do that sort of thing. I mean, it's like if you do a painting that is like very clearly referencing like Super Mario Brothers, there's gonna be more people that get it than not. You know, like things have changed a lot, and things are gonna continue to change in 20 years, a vast majority of folks are going to like get all these references and stuff. So
yeah,
that part's exciting. Anyway, I wish you luck with the gallery.
Yeah,
that's a really exciting thing, and certainly wish you luck with your art. 300 bits from Shy, who says, "What do you do for a living?" Oh, I make videos and eat breakfast For my parasocial grandchildren, breakfast includes, but not limited to, a semi-cursed clownfish, raisins in everyone's toast, and a one-winged demon horse that will chase you to literal hell and back. Not incorrect.
No.
Not terribly incorrect. When people ask what I do for a living, breakfast stream is like not something I bring up because that's impossible to explain. It's just impossible.
Yep.
There's a huge spectrum of like where I can go with the information. I went to film school is like the safest thing. No, that's not true. The safest thing is I work with the computer, and that's for very specific folks that like they have a grandson that works with the computer. They couldn't tell you what he does. Is he a scientist? Is he in art? Who knows? He works with the computer. Yeah, is he IT? He works with the computer. So that's part of it. I work with the computer. I touch computer. Sounds like a healer. Sounds like Benny Hinn for computers. And the virus is gone. Yeah, I have actually said I work for Google before. Not technically correct, but not technically wrong. I've used that before. That's when you want to like give out the information, impress the person, and then not talk about it anymore. What do you do? Well, I work for Google. Good for you. Good for you. Brandon says now you work for both Google and Amazon. That's what I'm going to drop next time. Be like, I work for Google and Amazon. They'll be like, wow. What specifically do you do? Well, I do the computer. Oh my goodness, he does the computer. I do the computer for both. They call me up and say, will you do the computer? And I go, and they go, he did it. The flip side of that is, well, twice a week we get up in the morning and we drink coffee and we talk to people in the screen for about 90 minutes, which, you know, just would confuse people. Armor Frog gives a sub to Otto Chaz. Hey! Appreciate it.
Plug it in, turn it on, job accomplished.
Beep, boop, boop. Sephiroth, I wake up twice a week. That phrase implies that I sleep the other 5 days. What do you do for a living? Well, I wake up twice a week.
He says it doesn't matter what we talk about. These are meetings.
They are You could really skew. There's so many ways that you can adjust the truth. Oh, well, we have work meetings twice a week.
That's what I've started saying when I have to make appointments. Because, like, I had to make a vet appointment for Kepi.
Are you serious?
And they were like, how does Tuesday morning sound? I was like, I have a work meeting.
I mean, it's not technically wrong. It's not technically wrong. It's not technically right. It's that very ambiguous gray space in between.
They were like, what about... What about later on Tuesday? I was like, oh, yeah.
That was Thursday morning looking for you. Ooh, that's not going to work. I have a video conference call with 600 people. Oh, that sounds busy. Yes, it's very busy. How about Friday? Friday works better. Okay, you do Friday night? Oh, no, not Friday night. I got a video conference call with more people. Thursday mornings are only to be violated by Nintendo Directs. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
Please join my webinar.
If we hadn't gone for the breakfast motif, a webinar is a really good thing. That's free. That's free. If someone else is looking to do a similar talk show-esque thing on Twitch, calling it a webinar is a really good choice. Jeff hates that word. Jeff won't be at your stream, but everyone else can go. You can call it the webinar.
Kepler came up, looked at us, and then left.
He got to the top of the stairs, was like, oh. Are y'all still doing this? I go. Oh, God. All right.
You got 5 minutes.
No, we're fine. 13 months from Melmer, who says, oh, man, I made it to a breakfast stream and on my 12th month streak. Rad. You guys have been a wonderful distraction during this past hell year. Well, I appreciate it. At least the hell year is, like, slightly going away.
Slightly
Going away.
there.
Again, like, my entire week was made, like, being able to take my dad to get a shot. So I'm super, super pumped about it. Padawan Becca gives a sub to Jeff, to Bodacious Cowboy. Thank you, Becca. 11 months from Crimson 430. 100 bits from Charcoal Grill 52. 7 months from Kimikawa. And 500 bits from Bella Bunny, who says, how are those TPS reports coming? What's a TPS report?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's like a real... Is that a real thing? Because I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure out what that acronym is. Renee says, please watch Office Space.
I saw it a long time ago, but I don't remember it.
Do you have my stapler? That's it.
That's all I know.
That's all I know. I know. Do you have my stapler? It feels good to be a gangster, and that's it. That's the entire. With that, I'm like, I've seen the movie. Maybe at some point we'll watch it on a Sunday. We didn't watch a movie this past Sunday.
No, we didn't.
Just because we were getting stuff done. We cleaned up the house a good bit. So. Aldo, you will have to talk to your text person. That is not a question I can legally answer. Let's just say I would be very surprised if you could. I'd be very surprised if you could. Anyway, we could probably go into like 10:05, or between 10:05 and 10:10. So we probably have a few more minutes. As a reminder, if anyone came in late, at 10:15 a.m. Eastern, so 18 minutes, we'll be heading over to YouTube on StephenVlog because we're premiering the... Chaz just has a link. Just click that. Just click that link. It's easier. Just do that. Just ignore everything I just said. Just click that button. We'll be watching the best of 2020 breakfast stream moments as voted by you. It's about 30 minutes long, and it's a premiere, so there's chat over there. So if you want to keep chatting, you can keep chatting with everybody. You'll just do it on YouTube instead of Twitch. I mean, you guys can you can chat here. I can't stop you, but the chatting on YouTube gets saved to the
premiere
itself. So
hi, Kippy. You came
probably
back.
better to do it over there.
What's going on?
He's a good boy.
Did you have bird friends this morning?
1962 bits from Pickletron, who says, what does Taco Bell have during breakfast?
I've never had their breakfast.
Are you asking me what the menu at Taco Bell is for breakfast? Because I don't know. I do know that they have breakfast, and it's something that I don't believe I've ever tried.
No, we have not tried it.
It's like, I want to say that it's somewhat recent, but I know that when I say that, someone's going to be like, it's been around for 4 years, and then
It has. I think they debuted it when I was still teaching.
I bet it's probably pretty good. It's probably pretty good. Becca says, I used to work at Taco Bell. Their breakfast sucks. Well, fair.
Kippies?
Fair.
Come say hi before we go.
Renee says, my stomach would not be able to handle Taco Bell for breakfast. I agree if it was normal Taco Bell, but a breakfast menu, I mean, I might be able to do that. Because I generally like the oh, you want up here?
Come say hi.
Come here. I generally like fast food breakfast menus. I don't eat it all the time, but like starting out a car trip or something, I like to do that.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that Taco Bell would be that much different. But could I order like a taco box at like 9 a.m.? No. It would feel weird, and also I would be starting my day off in a bad way. Be a really bad experience. And then 31 months from Comadner, 13. That's the number, but like backwards. Oh, before I send everyone out to continue watching breakfast stream stuff on YouTube,
Tomorrow's Breath of the Wild.
Tomorrow's Breath of the Wild. Tomorrow we will be starting the other DLC.
Yeah.
What's it called? Trial of the Sword?
So, yeah.
I think it's Trial of the Sword. So that's going to be that we're gonna start that tomorrow. So that's exciting. I don't really know anything about it except that it's apparently kind of hard. So cool. Wish us luck, I guess. We'll see how that goes. So we'll
yeah,
hit some buttons. Audriddle said, yesterday was the 7th anniversary of Taco Bell breakfast. What a coincidence. That is way longer than I thought it.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe like 4 years. Maybe. 7 years? And we've never had it?
Yeah, we've never had it.
Never had it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow night, Trial of the Sword. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if our combat abilities are ready.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see.
I mean, I'm a little worried, but it's probably fine. Otherwise, I did a pretty good job yesterday of releasing vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite caught up.
Yeah.
I might get things caught up today. But I'm close. I'm pretty close. And then otherwise, for Stephen Plays Today, today's the first day in a while that there's not 6 p.m.
Yeah, because Extra Life finished.
Because Extra Life is all done. Oh, I gotta remember to order the playlist correctly. I haven't done that yet. I'll try and get to that today. But yeah, that's all happening. There's still quite a bit of Pikmin left.
Yeah.
I don't know if people realize that, but there's like from a numerical episode count, there's a bit left because we have to get through battle enemies, we have to get through bosses.
Yeah.
And then
bingo.
Mm-hmm. And we're not exactly sure what we want to do for bingo yet, but we've been talking about just doing more than we thought we would. Because originally we were going to do just one episode of bingo, and
might do a little bit more.
We might do a little bit more because I actually thought that was one of my favorite parts of Pikmin 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we do like 80 episodes, and then at the very, very end we do this one video where we fight, and I thought that was really fun.
It was fun.
So we might do a little bit more of that. So we'll see. Anyway, more Pikmin coming your way. Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. I want to make sure I do want to make sure that I don't forget this. Remind me at 11 a.m. to reorder the Extra Life playlist. That's 300 bits from Pickletron. Thank you. You gotta ask your smart device to do these things. You really do, because if you do, then it just you'll remember, because it'll tell you. So I will continue to say that it's the best feature on the phone.
Reminders.
Yeah, it's bar none my absolute. I mean, I guess also having the entire knowledge of humanity and human history at your fingertips at any place on Earth. I mean, that's part of it. But second is being able to be reminded about something that your brain will not remember. And the camera. Ooh, camera. Okay, camera's high up there too. Okay, with that, we got 10 minutes until
Breakfast stream moments.
Until breakfast stream moments.
Chaz has the link.
Chaz has got the link, so I'm going to tell everyone to go ahead and click that. It's over on... Huh?
It's a raid.
It's a raid. We're raiding StephenVlog. We are, yeah, it's kind of raiding ourselves from one breakfast stream to another. The raid message is self-raid because it's too good.
StephenVlog will never see this coming.
I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Thank you all for being here. I sincerely hope you have a really great Tuesday. We'll continue chatting over in YouTube's live chat. Like I said, we got 8 or 9 minutes before that begins. And we'll take a look at all of the moments that you voted for the funniest and most memorable stuff from 2020. I think, just like fan favorites, you'll probably be surprised at all of the things that happened in 2020. There's probably more to it than you remember. Because that's how I felt watching it. Did I say Tuesday? Gosh darn. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Breath of the Wild, so today is Thursday.
Yes.
It's fine. I'm fine. Oh, and because I know a lot of people have been concerned about this, my arm it's not better, but it's feeling better.
It's not
like back to normal.
Yeah. But you are feeling better.
This is the third day now of like marked improvement. So I'm happy about it. So that's good. Okay. I'm not going to go to a post-dome screen. I'm just going to say thank you all for being here, and we'll see you over on YouTube. I guess I'll show this, but this will be it. The stream is about to end. Are you ready? Hold your breath. We're going into the tunnel.